学桌上不是英文课本的全部收起来，桌上不是英文课本的东西都收起来。你等一下会用到手机、课本，那其他的水瓶你也可以先把它收下去。那等一下会有很多老师来观察你们的上课状况，所以让他们有比较良好的观察状况，请你把桌上的东西都尽量清空，然后等一下严禁饮食。OK， 所以前面有动作快一点，请坐好。
So, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for your responses. Okay. So, before we start our lesson today, so make sure you have these things nearby. Okay. Wait a second. Okay. So these are three things that we just mentioned yesterday, right? So the first one is textbook. Second thing is your phone, and the last thing is your pens with different colors, right? All right. Give you 10 seconds for final checkout. Wait. Alright. Ready? Alright, so let's start today's lesson. Okay? So, my name is Patrick, and as you know, just read the topic first, okay? So, get. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Get them on the book. Writing book. Okay? So, this lesson will be a reading strategy or writing strategy lesson for you. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to try to explain something about a reading strategy called writing book. So here's what we're going to do. Here's today's agenda. So the first thing is that we're going to explain what is writing hook. Okay? And we're going to learn some basic knowledge about writing hook. And the second activity will be identifying writing hooks. So in this part, we're going to look at the difference between the techniques of writing hooks. Okay? And the last activity will be this. So I will invite you to try to finish a writing hook with your team members. Okay? So any questions about this? No? Alright, so let's start today's lesson, okay? Start from the first part. What is writing hook? Okay? But before we learn something about writing hook, we have to know a word, hook, right? So please take out your phone and scan the QR code on the slide. And here are some questions about hook, okay? Alright, I'll give you 20 more seconds. Ten seconds. Alright, so please focus on the screen of your cell phone. Okay, so here's the first question. So the first question will be this. What does the word hook mean? Okay? Try to make a guess, and you can answer it in Chinese or in English. Okay? Oh, genius. Okay, and if you do not have any ideas about the word, I will give you a hint, okay? Does anyone know this famous character? It's Captain Hook, the famous character in Peter Pan. Okay, so try to make a connection between the picture and the word hook. Try to make a guess about the meaning of hook, okay? Alright, we'll have 37 people today, and still waiting for the other 20 to answer this. Alright, give you 30 seconds more, okay? What? Hey, attention, please. Be serious. Alright, last 10 seconds. Alright, so you did a really great job. So the meaning of the word hook is goes, okay? Very good. And here's the next question, okay? I'll start another questions for you. So here's another one. So what is the So take a look at your screen. There may be next question, okay? What is the function? What is the function of a hook in our daily life? Why we use hook in our daily life? To catch something, very good. To hook something, to catch fish. To hold something, very good. Alright, give you 30 seconds. Seconds. Alright, time's up. So, great job guys. So, this is a question that I invite you to think about, right? So, think about what we use hook in our daily life. And your answer, just as what you answered, the answer will be this. To catch something, right? And you do not know that very much, I'll give you another example. So, why do we use fish hook? Why? It's to catch fish, right? To catch fish, right? And try to make a guess about why do we use riding hook, okay? 10 seconds. Give you 10 seconds. And if you know the answer, you can raise your hand and answer it, okay? So fish hook is used to get what? To get fish, right? So what is riding hook for? Anyone? Yeah, you can answer it. Highlight the main point, really close, but no. Yes? Hey, very good. So the answer will be this. So the purpose of the riding hook is this, okay? It's trying to get readers' attention. Okay? Very good. So therefore we can infer the purpose of the riding hook is to what? Is to attract readers' attention or to convince readers to continue reading. Okay? So what is the meaning of the word convince? Hey, very good. So convince means what? To give somebody a reason to do something, right? So convince means this. So you have to offer a reason for the readers to continue reading, right? To read the whole essay you write. Oh, okay? Any questions so far? Alright, if no, please take out your textbook and turn to page 128, okay? Let's read the text together. Alright, everyone ready? Let's go, okay? So start with the first sentence. To attract. 3, 2, 1, let's go. To attract readers' attention or to convince readers to continue reading, authors use different writing techniques to spice up a passage. These techniques used in the introductory paragraph are called writing hooks. Questions, a short story or an event, a definition, statistics, a quote, or even a misconception are all common writing hooks used to attract, convince, or surprise readers. Most hooks don't directly talk about the main idea, but often they connect to the main idea later in the passage. A good hook needs to be related to the main idea and should be discussed or mentioned in a later paragraph so that the hook makes sense to the readers. Great job, guys. Alright, so just read the passage, right? So here I'm going to invite you to kind of answer some questions. Okay? So you see 1, 2, 3, right? And these are the answer of some questions relating to the passage that we just read. Okay? So for the first answer of the first question, please use your red pen, okay, to underline the answers in the passage. As for the second one, underline it or circle it with blue pen, okay? The last questions with black pen, okay? And I'll give you 3 minutes to finish this. Alright, let's go. So the first question is about the purpose of writing hooks, right? And the second one is, which paragraph does writing hook usually appear? Okay? And the last one is 6 common techniques or ways to write a hook. Make sure you highlight them with different pens with different colors. Alright, 30 seconds left. guys, let's check the answers together. Okay? So this is the passage on page 128, right? So what is the first question? Is what is the purpose of writing book? Okay? So this will be the answer. So this is the sentence you underline or highlight, right? So the purpose of the writing book is to attract readers' attention or to convince readers to continue reading. And below are the same, to attract, convince, or surprise readers. Okay? Give you 5 seconds to process this. Alright, what about second question? In which paragraph is writing hook usually used in an article, right? So this is the answer. So writing hooks are usually used in the introductory paragraph. In other words, at the beginning of an essay or an article. Any questions? No? Alright, let's move on to next part. So what are 6 common techniques or ways to write a writing hook? So you may underline this, right? Questions, a short story or an event, a definition, statistics, a quote, or even a misconception. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Alright, any questions about this part? If no, let's move on to next part, okay? So here's a word I want to focus. So does anyone know the Chinese meaning of this word, misconception? Anyone? Or you can make a guess. If you know, raise your hand. Yes? Yes, very good. And you do not know, I'll provide you 2 examples for you to understand. Okay? Have you ever heard of this? Goldfish only have a 3-second memory. When you're just laugh at somebody's bad memories, you may say this, right? You have a goldfish memory. But actually, it is not true. So actually, goldfish have about 10 to 20 seconds memory. So it's much more longer than 3 seconds. Okay? And here's another example. Tilt your head during a nosebleed. So this is wrong, right? The right solution is what? Is to face down. Okay? So you can see a check and a cross mark there. Alright, any questions? If no, I'll provide you a synonym of misconception, okay? Yeah, misunderstanding. So you can replace misconception with misunderstanding. They're similar. Alright, give you 10 seconds to write down. You can write beside misconception. Alright, finished? So here's another question for you to answer, okay? So think about it. So let's read the sentence together below. Most. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Most writing hooks directly talk about the main idea and often connect to the main idea later in the passage. Alright, think about if this statement is true or false. Think about it. Now ask your answer. Alright, do you have an answer? Alright, who thinks this statement is true? Please raise your hand. Wow. Okay, and who thinks it's false? Okay. The right answer is false. Okay? Why is it false? A false statement? Because most writing hooks don't directly talk about the main idea, but often connect to the main idea later in the passage. And this is where you can find here. on the passive last 4 lines of page 128. So it says that most books don't directly talk about the main idea, but often they connect to the main idea later in the passage. Okay, so this kind of a misunderstanding or misconception plays. Okay, but I want to invite you to think more deeper. Okay, why? Why most writing books don't directly talk about the main idea? Why? Alright, if you don't have any idea, I'll provide you kind of a situation for you to understand this. Okay? So think about this. You go to a fancy restaurant and you want to eat something delicious. And then you order a steak. Okay? And the first dish that comes to your table is a steak. Okay? And what's after that? You have these things to eat. So, do you want to eat bread, soup, salad after you eat a steak? Probably not, right? So just the same. So steak is like what? These are main points, main idea. Very good. So this is the reason. So if we directly talk about the main idea in the writing hook, it will make readers less likely to continue reading. Okay? Because of what? Because they think, oh, I already know the main idea. I already know what you're trying to say. So I do not want to continue reading. Okay? Any question about this? Alright, now let's move on to next activity, okay? It's called identifying writing hooks. But before we do the activity, I want you to do a quick review about what we just learned, okay? So take a look at page 128 about question number 3. What are 6 common techniques of writing hooks? Look at the sentences you underline. What are 6 common ways for writing hooks? I start with the first one, okay? So the first one is what? Questions. Now, what about next one? Or event. Very good. Next one, definition, statistics, quote, and the last one, misconception. Okay? So here are 6 common ways or techniques that you can use to start a hook. Okay? So we're going to move on to the next activity, okay? Get ready. So I'll give you about 8 minutes, and now I'll give you a handout each group, okay? So wait me a minute. So if you get a handout, make sure that it's double-sided printing, okay? And there are 3 questions on each page. So there are totally 6 questions. Everyone's ready? Alright, here's what you're going to do. So what I want you to do is this. So look at the slide. The first thing is to identify which technique of writing hook is used in each text. Okay, for example, the left side, for example, if you identify the technique, you can write this. For example, a story or an event. Okay, so please identify it. And the second thing you have to do is this. Try to underline, circle, frame the writing hook of each text. So if you find the writing hooks, do this. Okay? Frame it, circle it, or underline it. If there is no further questions, we'll start right now, okay? I'll give you 8 minutes. you have any questions, you can raise your hand and I'll go to your group and see what I can help you. If you have any question, you can ask me or you can discuss with your group members. Okay?